Hey guys, welcome back to my channel with a weekly message, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter regarding love. It is a general message, and so this may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, I do encourage you to check out other signs in your chart. As we know, tarot's energy is fluid, and so this could be past, present, or future, and this could play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. It could be vice versa, reverse, flipped, etc. So place yourself wherever it resonates, only if it resonates to your situation. Okay, Virgo. Overall energy for you is the Five of Cups. There's a loss here. There's some sort of disappointment and sadness that you may experience, or someone around you will. The Eight of Cups. This is walking away from a situation that does not fulfill you emotionally anymore. It's letting go of something, releasing something here. The Five of Cups, it's an ending. It's a loss. Your current situation is the Five of Swords. There's this inner conflict that I'm sensing, okay? Because your obstacle is the Star card, going after some sort of wish fulfillment, going after something that you really desire and or want. But it feels like you're possibly preventing yourself from doing that. Your goal and your focus is the King of Cups, love. So you may have someone in mind that you have very deep emotions and feelings for. I don't know what you're doing with it though, because like I said, it feels like there is sabotage. And it feels like there's inner conflict. Your recent past, the Six of Swords, you're turning your back on something. You're detaching from something. Now, your strength is the Hermit, your energy. They had me put it back in the reverse because they said for some of you, you are not, how can I say this? First of all, I feel like you're going to revisit a connection that you know about. Meaning, I feel like you're going to revisit or reconnect with someone that you've already met in the 3D. But there's something about you lacking some sort of confidence, and it does feel like it's coming more from your spiritual side, from your higher side, almost like you're not trusting your intuition or your higher self. So your strength would be analyzing that energy, acknowledging it, and asking yourself, are you in a high frequency, in a high vibration? Are you listening and trusting your guides and your intuition? Because for some of you, it feels like you're sabotaging your happiness. In the immediate future, we have the Page of Swords. Communication, are you researching something, learning about something? The reason why this is happening is the Nine of Swords. You're in your head a lot about something. Virgo, you're stressed out about something in particular because you have a lot of happiness around you with the Ten of Cups. You have wish fulfillment. It's available, but you don't see that. Your hope is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You're hoping to listen to yourself, your higher self, and your outcome is the Knight of Wands. So taking action. Either you're going towards someone or someone is coming your way. So let's see. Five of Cups, please, for Virgo for October. Why is the Five of Cups here? The Seven of Wands, interesting. Tell me more. What's this card doing? Two of Cups, I'm going to take it. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Virgo, somebody here is avoiding their destiny. Oh my gosh, I feel like I say the same thing to Virgo every week. So it's the same group that I'm reading for. Somebody I feel is like avoiding. They are resisting change. Something is changing in someone's life. It's shifting. And I feel like someone is resisting it as much as they can. And it has to do with love or your life purpose, your path. But I'm reading for love. I feel like someone is resisting an ending. That ending will lead to some sort of wish fulfillment. That ending would lead to destiny, fate, fortune, luck. It would allow for a change to happen. But because someone keeps resisting, in essence, it's delaying things. So, tell me about the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. There's a decision that needs to be made here. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Ooh, this is like a head over heart thing. That's why somebody's conflicted internally. Someone's conflicted here, Virgo. I feel like there's somebody in this situation that has a lot of love for someone or a lot of love for something, and they're slowing things down because they're resisting the change. Change can be uncomfortable. I feel like someone is torn, is conflicted internally because it's a head over heart decision. And someone's happiness is at stake here. Tell me about the star. The Page of Cups. Yep. Somebody has someone that they love or they have feelings for or emotions for. And to that person, it would be everything that they desire or dream of, maybe connecting with this person. This person could be maybe their ideal partner, or it could just be an idea, right? I feel like somebody is resisting their destiny, which in essence is slowing things down because there's some sort of head over heart decision one needs to make. King of Cups. We have the Unknown card and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Somebody could be in another relationship, and that's the reason why things are delayed. If that's the case, things are up in the air in that situation. It's very uncertain what's going to happen. Somebody doesn't know if they want to continue to give to that person or a situation anymore, but they haven't fully made up their mind if they're ready to walk away. But at this point, if someone's involved with another person, they don't know if they want to give to that relationship anymore. But I feel like they haven't made that decision just yet, which is why there's this internal conflict. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, please, for Virgo. The Four of Cups. See, somebody's not happy. Somebody is not happy. They're feeling emotionally unfulfilled in a situation. Someone feels bored, lonely, sad is also what I'm getting. And instead of allowing the situation to change and destiny to come in, fate to step in, somebody is struggling with making that decision. Someone is having a hard time pursuing their wish fulfillment because they may be stuck in something else or dealing with something else. And that situation is up in the air. Things are very uncertain. But in the recent past, someone is acknowledging that they're unhappy. Now, for those of you, if this is a third party situation and you are the third energy, and this person has failed to make up their mind or make a decision on the situation, you may have recently detached emotionally from the connection yourself. For others of you, I feel like the person that's dealing with someone who's delaying destiny acknowledges that they're not really happy. The Hermit. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Interesting. Somebody's walking away from their higher self. They're not listening. They're not listening. I also feel like someone is trying to figure out how they can have some sort of balance and reciprocity regarding a connection, and they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do it. And someone is literally walking away from their spiritual self, their higher self, their intuition. They're not listening. Someone's not listening. We have free will. We can't force anything. And things are changing. I feel like someone is resisting the change. Someone knows they need to make a choice, but it's a head over heart kind of situation. Somebody wants to pursue their happiness, something that they truly desire, but they're uncertain on how to do it. They know that they're emotionally unfulfilled, but they're walking away from their higher self. Page of Swords in the immediate future. Page of Swords, please, Spirit. The Nine of Pentacles. So somebody is doing some research on how they can be single, which is interesting. So it could talk about researching divorce, how to separate from someone, because someone is learning in the immediate future how to stand on their own 2 feet and be self-sufficient and independent. Someone is learning how to be more confident within themselves. Tell me more. We have the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's a new opportunity in love for somebody, but they have to learn how to stand on their own 2 feet first, learn how to be more independent and more confident with themselves. And they also have to know what it is they truly want and or desire when it comes to love. Because somebody's not getting something that they desire. That's why the Page of Cups and the Star card is here as an obstacle, some sort of wish fulfillment and an emotional aspect of someone's life. Four of Cups, somebody has been emotionally unfulfilled for a long time. Someone's love life can improve significantly. It can go from feeling like everything sucks and that this depressive energy and feeling very sad to the Wheel of Fortune, to destiny and blessings. But there's somebody that has to make a really serious decision here in order to allow that energy to come in to their space. And I feel like the person that needs to address this has to, one, be able to step into their own self-worth and power first. They have to be confident within themselves first. They have to know what they want, what they desire, and that they deserve it first. They have to be willing to walk away from something that they know they've been unhappy in for a long time. They have to be willing to trust their guides and intuition. They have to be willing to make a decision. But whoever's in that situation, Nine of Swords, they're in their head a lot because it brings about a lot of stress. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords in the month of October. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, someone being very curious about new beginnings stresses them out. I don't know, it feels like someone is being held back. And I don't feel like for some of you, I do feel like it's because maybe they're with someone or you are, but it's more than that at this point. It feels like someone isn't listening to their higher self. I feel like that's the situation. That's the issue. Because there's happiness around. 10 of Cups, there's wish fulfillment. There's a happily ever after. Dreams coming true. 10 of Cups, please. The Nine of Wands. Somebody can't see it. Somebody can't. Somebody feels like it's a hard uphill battle for me to have my happily ever after. For me to have my wish fulfillment. So for some of you, this could be a mindset where someone's in like this pity party kind of energy. 4 of Cups, I'll never find love. I'll never have true love. Somebody could be missing or passing up an opportunity that's right in front of them, but they can't see it because they're in this woe is me kind of energy. And it's going to require somebody to open up emotionally to accept something new. For others of you, there's a decision that someone must make in order for them to go toward their destiny. And at the end of the day, I feel like what's forward, what's in front of someone is good energy and it's blessings. Either someone is still sitting in some sort of sad, depressive energy, and they just can't see that there are options, there are things or people in front of them that could make them very happy. They could have everything that they want and they just don't see it, or they have to make a decision about someone and they're not doing that yet. Because Spirit is saying this happily ever after and being emotionally fulfilled is around Virgo. But the Nine of Wands is here. Someone feels like it's so freaking hard to get it. I don't see it. I almost feel like giving up. I don't believe in it anymore. Tell me about Temperance. I feel like you got to have to sit down with your guides, yourself, your higher self and spirit to talk. You see, the Ace of Swords. I was just feeling that energy. Like, it's like, let's talk. I feel like your guys need to talk to you directly. And you see with Temperance here, it talks about divine intervention, divine timing, your guides, your angels, your intuition. You need to sit within yourself to get the answers. Because you're either resisting destiny and slowing things up because you're not able, you feel conflicted with making this difficult decision in your life and getting out of this very unfulfilled energy. Okay, for others of you, it could be a breakup that you're still affected by and you haven't really fully healed. And I feel like blessings are headed your way, Virgo, but Spirit needs you to wake up, come into alignment with your higher self, trust your intuition so you can move forward. It's like it's time to sit down and talk to your higher self. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Wands, fire energy. Because when you get the answers and you get that information, that's when you take action with the King of Wands. And that's when you feel very confident about a decision you've made. You're going towards something you're passionate about. You have that spark. You have that drive, the spontaneity, but it's lacking right now. Some of you it's lacking because you're still emotionally upset and disappointed about something that's over. For others of you, you're in a situation that brings you no fulfillment that you've yet to release. And the best thing you can do is talk to your higher self about this situation, because when you feel like you have the clarity and when you feel like you have the answers, you'll feel more confident about a decision or what decision you should make. I feel like your guides want to talk to you. Anything else about this? Yeah, and you're going to see when you get that information, you're going to go toward a brand new beginning. You're meant to have a brand new beginning, one that can lead to prosperity, but they need you to take action. And at first, there's an internal conflict. You're conflicted about something. You feel uncertain about something. The best thing you can do is talk to your guides. Hear your intuition as clear as it possibly can get. And when you feel you have that